Hey, welcome to another night of Century Age of Ashes. Tonight we're gonna be doing a lot of talking, but also answering some frequently asked questions about the game and talking about some changing stuff for my channel. So, first things first. Hello, and welcome to my stream. If you're new here, then welcome. I'm happy to see you here. If you're not new here, then welcome anyways. I am happy that you came back to watch. But, um, I have been streaming on Twitch on and off for the past 2 years. I've become more consistent with it this year. We had our first major community event earlier this summer, which was super fun. The Darkest Summer event. Everybody that took part of that had a great time and just made it so much more fun. The community has grown, and as we step into fall, I've just been investing more in the stream and um just having fun fixing up the channel and doing more stuff with you guys. So, to that end, I also wanted to address some concerns that were brought up to me and that I've had personally while using Twitch as a platform. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this won't really apply to you, but you can still listen to this because it does apply in general if you're interested in supporting the channel. Uh, the good news is I don't depend on streaming to make my living. I do have a day job that I take care of to actually have a living wage. So streaming has always been a big just hobby of mine and one that I've personally enjoyed a lot. But the platform I stream on, Twitch, even though it has fantastic integrations, it has a terrible, uh, well, what I personally feel is terrible creator support. Not because they don't give any creator support, they actually do have like little creator camps for you to learn how to set up your first stream and stuff, which is really helpful. But the way they handle being an affiliate and a partner is not ideal, namely in the amount of fees they take out of whatever an affiliate earns to how they manage ads and stuff like that. I've never been a really big fan of how Twitch manages these things. I don't personally watch a lot of streams, but part of the reason that I don't watch a lot of streams personally is the cost of subbing and the cost of not the cost of, but the time taken with ads that interrupt whatever you're watching consistently. It's quite annoying to me. However, I understand where the necessity comes in. But that's besides the point. I personally have been asked about different ways to support me because a lot of people have reservations of supporting Amazon, who is the owner of Twitch, including myself. And you guys have seen me put different things up. You can see something on my stream here on the bottom right. It says support me at Ko-fi.com. Ko-fi is the main platform still to support me on. And just this past week, we have gotten started with the Cookie Club memberships. Cookie Club memberships are my answer, I guess, to Twitch subs. I'm going to be phasing out unique rewards to Twitch subs. I'm still going to keep emotes in subscriptions. Um, so if you want to support me on Twitch, if you want to continue paying to support me on Twitch, I'm not going to stop you. I'm really happy that you guys feel comfortable enough to support me, and I'm really glad that you guys enjoy my content enough to support me at any interval. It doesn't matter whether you're a sub or just a follower or even just in my community. I am really happy to have you guys around. I just want you to understand that. Um, but if you are looking for a way to support me that is not as money hungry as Twitch is, I really recommend checking out my Ko-fi page. We have little memberships starting from Cookie supporters, which are just $5 a month, to Cookie Monster, which is $25 a month, and then the mid tier is Cookie Champion, which I think is $10 or $15 a month. This is not necessary to enjoy any of my content. I'm not going to stop streaming on Twitch. I'm still going to be streaming on Twitch. It's just easier for me with all the current integrations that it has and everything I'm doing personally from a content standpoint. it is easiest for me to continue streaming on Twitch, and I'm going to continue to do so. I am not going to stop posting my videos on YouTube as well. This isn't going to deny you guys content. Ko-fi is just my way of giving you guys an avenue to help support me if that's what you want to do. And I use that support back towards the channel to improve it, to create new content, to work on other passion projects to share with you guys. Again, I do not depend on this revenue to live. I am very comfortably capable of supporting myself currently. So this isn't a case of, oh, I need this right now and you guys must support me. This is just something I want to do with you guys to help share in this and have some fun. As for benefits for joining those memberships, you get a pretty little role in my community Discord, which I highly recommend joining if you haven't yet. Yeah, I'm going over the bonuses now. As for bonuses, you get access to a secret little chat room in my Discord where you guys can talk with each other and help me vote on different content ideas. I got different content ideas that I want to do, and if you want to have a say in that, that's the way to go. We'll also be doing polls for the incoming quail. If you guys have been keeping up with my Discord community or my Twitter, you guys know that I'm going to be raising quail soon. And those guys are going to be for meat and eggs. So if you guys want to learn more about that, recommend joining the Discord. But if you guys want to be a part of naming the quail and seeing the quail cam and all that, cookie supporters are the way to go. There's gonna be more bonuses over time as it grows, essentially. Currently it's mostly Discord access, but I do want to add some extra surprises for people that have just come with me this far. Yeah, little birdies! We're gonna have little birdies! I'm working on for figuring out a setup to have a live feed for you guys to be able to check in and stuff like that, and see how they grow from an egg all the way to a grown bird. This is the best news. I am very excited. We likely won't have the first quail until probably closer to January, maybe even a little bit later, due to just needing to slowly fund it. And the quail cam might come a bit later than that, because again, this stuff isn't necessarily cheap in certain respects. Quail itself is not that expensive. However, everything leading up to it, the startup cost can be a little bit up there, especially when we want to give them a good quality of life. But I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, if you want to have more details about stuff like that, including secret giveaways, access to that secret lounge, and a pretty role for my Discord, that's the way to go. I will be phasing out Twitch rewards by the start of next year. So we won't have a separate Twitch subscriber role in my Discord anymore, in favor of Cookie Club. So I highly recommend, please, if I were to say my preference for where the support should go, I highly recommend just joining me in the Cookie Club. And hopefully I'll see you guys there. But I've done enough talking for that. I see Sarah Burkham wants to play, so I'm just going to join her squad for now. But, I'm going to go over some questions about Century now. I'm sorry this is taking forever. But... oh, I just lost my train of thought. Hi, Sarah! But, right, Century. So if you're watching me on Steam, you can find me streaming Century every week around Tuesday evenings for the most part. By going to Twitch at twitch.com/Meepachan. You can find some of my videos, some of my past streams saved onto YouTube, including some class tips and tricks videos on my YouTube at youtube.com/Meepachan. And, yeah, so I've seen a lot of questions going around about Century recently, and it has to do a lot with the announcement that they did a really, really bad job of posting in Twitter, and it has to do with PlayStation release, and it has to do with a bunch of other stuff. Hi, Epic! So, first things first, I want to address PlayStation, because they really did a horrible job of talking about this, or even making, like, a note about this. PlayStation release did happen. Century's out on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 for you to play. It's free to play. There's no startup costs. However, if you have a PlayStation Plus subscription, you can get the bonus of like a really pretty black and blue phantom that kind of looks like it's got wings of a butterfly. I personally love it, but I'm also really angry about this, and you're gonna hear about it in just a second. The thing about this game, and the thing that it was advertised for when it was first released, was that it was going to have cross-play and cross-progression across platforms. However, Playwing as a company did not anticipate Sony's stinginess. Now, I have personally known that Sony does not like cross-progression in games. They just don't like it. They don't like cross-play, they don't like cross-progression. A lot of games that I have personally supported always hit the wall of what to do when they hit PlayStation, and Century is no different. So Century did manage to release on PlayStation with cross-play. However, they did not release with cross-progression. That means you guys will not have access to what I have access here, and that is the cross-platform progression button. I have seen people asking day in, day out, how do I connect my PlayStation account with my PC account? And it'll be for various reasons. Some of you guys started on PC. Those are the ones I usually see the most. Some of you guys started in PlayStation and want to have the option to play with your account on PC. I am sorry to say you are not going to have that option. It doesn't sound like you are ever going to have that option, because Sony has made it against the terms of service for Playwing. I'm not going to say for their platform in general, because as we all know, there are some really big ticket games, Apex, that have that cross-play and cross-progression going. I don't know what Sony's deal is there, but it is a Sony issue. It's not a Playwing issue. If it were up to them, they would have had cross-progression. Can you play Sentry on the Steam Deck? I've been told yes and no. So, yes in the sense that you can launch the game, no in the sense that you can't do any online games, because Steam Deck is built on the Linux operating system. I don't know which specific distro of Linux, please don't ask me, but since it's on Linux, it needs Proton or Wine support or something like that for EAC, Easy Anti-Cheat, which is what's on the Steam Deck. Or sorry, what Sentry uses for the game. Since that is not present, since Playwing has not done that compatibility layer for Linux, the game cannot function on the Steam Deck, and it is not Steam Deck verified. Sadly. Will it ever be Steam Deck verified? I have no idea. Playwing has not invested any time, to my knowledge, in creating that compatibility layer. But back to the PlayStation thing. You cannot have your PlayStation account migrated to PC. You can't have your PC account migrated to PlayStation. That's not an option either. So if you start on PlayStation, it's basically a brand new account for you if you've previously had an account. And if you don't have an account and you just wanted to move to PC, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. Your progression on PC and PlayStation will be different. Same thing with your purchases. Same thing with your history with the game. It's just not coming with you. So yeah, that's the biggest question that's answered. So long story short, TLDR, can I get cross-save or cross-progression on PlayStation? No, you cannot. Can I connect my PC account with PlayStation? No, you cannot. We're moving on. There is an event coming to the game. A lot of people don't know about it because a lot of people haven't been, SteamOS. I apologize. I thought it was based on a Linux distro and I couldn't remember which one. But the other thing is, thank you for the, follow. The other thing is, I lost my train of thought again. Event, yes. People have not been reading the announcements, and there is an event coming to Century. It actually starts on my birthday, which is this Thursday, October 6th. And we'll be checking some of that out, because it is my birthday. I will stream whatever I want that day. But, the event is coming. I don't know when the event starts. I don't know what time it starts on Thursday. All I know is it starts October 6th. The event is last team standing, so it's survival mode. which is a 4v4v4 free-for-all. You got 3 teams of 4 that are fighting each other, and whoever's left is the winner. Pretty simple. It's not like Carnage, though, because in Carnage, you die and you revive. In Linux, you die and you have to hope your teammates save your soul. I don't mean that in the biblical sense. I mean that in they scoop your soul and they bring it to a tower and they bring you back into the game. And if they don't do it in a set amount of time, you are done. Thank you for the early wishes. But the difference between this event and the previous events is that it's going to be on a new map. So survival up until this point was only on Hunavat Lake. And so this version of survival will be on the Valkyrian Sanctuary, which is the new map. We also got more details on the... Well, we didn't get too many more details on the PvE game mode. But I have heard that it might not necessarily be pure PvE. I have no confirmation of this, but it's what's floating around from different data miners and stuff like that. It looks like it's going to be some sort of... The keyword for it is called Fortress Mode, so it's gonna be definitely some sort of objective-based battle. Even if it is PvP, it looks like the focus is gonna be the PvE elements more than fighting each other. But, so that event, the survival event's gonna run from the 6th to the 16th, I believe it is. And there's going to be a new dragon skin for Stormrazor, as well as, I think, some armor. I can't super remember, but there are details on the announcements within the Playwing Discord. So keep an eye out for those. Ooh, you are bouncing all over the place, sir. My goodness. Oh, it's a weapon, not an armor. My bad. Oh. I slammed right into that wall. I'm back here. The rubber banding is making him invincible. So yeah, that covers that event. As for when the PvE mode is happening, it sounds like they're gonna do it towards the end of the season. But the end of the season has been extended till the end of the year, so assumably December 31st is the last day of Season 1. And they're doing this to give PlayStation more time to actually do the... do the Dragon Pass, which is, it's fine by me. But it also feels a bit like a delay, honestly, because they have the lore out for the upcoming game mode already, and it's... Everybody's like, oh, we're off to battle and in the lore, and we don't have the game mode to do battle in. A little underwhelming, but it is what it is. Dude was after me. Yeah, I mean, if they need more time to do something, I don't mind if they need more time to do something. I just wish that's what they say instead of disguising it. But, I am excited for the new game mode. They're gonna do it as an event, and depending on how the event's reception goes, they'll decide if they keep it. So, everybody give them all the positive feedback, so that their egos are well and taken care of, so we can keep a more interesting game mode than Spoils of War, please. Now, the season, as far as Dragon Pass goes, that's another one I see a lot of questions about. How does the Dragon Pass work? I can't show that to you right this instant. I can't show you the... either I'm crashing or everybody else is crashing. I can't tell which. He might be crashing. I think he's disconnecting. But, Dragon Pass, there's two versions. There's free, and then there's the premium. Do you need to have the premium to get the items from upper tiers? Depends on which items you're talking about. If you're talking about, there he goes. If you're talking about the, dragon skins, like the legendary dragon skins, like Jornbald and Kjartbald and, Radkun, stuff like that, yes, you're gonna need the premium pass to get those. But if you're talking about the free stuff, and there is free stuff for every tier, no, you don't need the premium pass to get access to those. So how it works for free members is if you're a free member, you have to reach every tens of levels. So if you want to reach tier 2, you have to be level 20. If you want to reach tier 3, level 30, so on and so forth. You won't have access to the premium part of the pass. You can see it, but you won't be able to buy it. But you will be able to get the free items. So there is that. Now, the free items are a little underwhelming. They're not great. You only get about 300 gems and I think like 7,000 coins maybe, if that. Which is not ideal, but it's something. The free pass itself is worth the purchase if only because the value of the items, not the free pass, premium pass, I'm sorry. If only because the value of the items actually does exceed its cost, but, you only get back the gems you spent on the pass, essentially. You don't get extra gems beyond that. There's no additional, there's no additional, gems for leveling with the premium pass versus the free pass. Oh my goodness. You are angry at me. And I'm not entirely sure why. But, you don't get any additional gems leveling past 100. Don't get any additional gems for every 5 levels like it used to be. I've seen some people going off old information and getting confused because they're not getting gems every 5 levels like it was on Season 0. Whereas Season 1, it's either Dragon Pass or nothing, essentially. And if you want anything from the store, then you're a little out of luck because since the Dragon Pass is essentially your only source of gems currently, and you only make back what you spend on the Dragon Pass, you don't even make enough to get a single legendary skin, so it's not fun. Oh, hi Wolfie, I think I fought you earlier. I'm almost positive I fought you earlier. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, thank you for the gifts, Rimfire! That's awesome! That's super nice of you, thank you. I'm doing good! I hope you're doing good! Beans. But yeah, that I think covers most of the frequently asked questions. If you guys have additional questions, whether it be about PlayStation or Century, or my channel, feel free to drop them in chat and I'll do my best to answer them. In the meantime, we'll do a couple of games. You woke up? Where are you on the planet? Where I'm at, it's already the end of the day. I'm in the good old US of A. I guess good is a little subjective right now, isn't it? Ugh. Oh, you're a night owl. Yes, I guess those are Those are still around, yes. It is also 719 for me. Um. Oh yeah, Dragon Pass, right quick. Let me show you guys this before I forget again. This is the free tier right here, this gray bar to the left. This is the premium tier. You don't have access to this unless you buy the premium pass. You do have access to this if you are on the free pass. And then at level 20 you can get these. Level 30 you can get these. So on and so forth. One of the things that I personally really dislike about the Dragon Pass is that if you're a new player, you know, you're getting a Stormraiser skin, which is cool. It's cool and all. But you're being given a skin for a class you have to pay for in the shop. I earned this because I did a lot of ranked play, and hopefully I'll still be on the leaderboard on the top 100 for this reward, which is for class 5 as well, so I can show you guys that one as well. But if you didn't earn it through gameplay, you have to buy it. You can either buy it for cash with one of these bundles, or you can buy it for coin or gems. The class is very cheap. I'll give them that. That's very nice of them. Yes, I'm not going to take that away. However, when you're a new player who may or may not care about the class, having a free pass that already doesn't have great rewards, give you rewards for a class that you may not want to spend gems or your hard-earned coin on, is not great. It's not a great look. Like a Marauder, a Windguard, a Phantom, sure. Sure. Positive. Like, you get those 3 class at base, at least. So, it makes more sense, in my opinion, than that. But I also understand that this season was all about the introduction of the Stormraiser. If you get the premium pass, I'll agree with you, Wolfie, because the premium pass has all the rewards, lots of dragons, armor bits, stuff like that, and then you got this bonus tier that gives you a bunch of really cool dragons. You don't get this bonus tier if you're on the free pass, by the way. This is only for premium pass, and only if you get to level 100, basically, which is all the levels you'd need to get all these pass items. But the free pass is a joke. I'm sorry. I will not say that the free pass is great. I've seen better free passes from games like Red Dead Redemption by Rockstar, and they're one of the more money grubby free-to-play, not free-to-play, but like free pass type kind of games. You know? And I can actually earn premium currency in that game at this point. Can't really do that in this game. I'm hoping that this event that comes out this Thursday has gems in the reward track. Because if it doesn't, then it really, really sucks, in my opinion. Because then you actually legitimately have no way to earn premium currency that isn't paying for it at this point. Sure, if you do like 3 or 4 seasons of work, maybe you can afford one pass, right? But we're already getting an extension of the current pass to the end of the year. If they have to delay the next pass similarly, where it takes over half a year to turn over, that's over half a year of stuff and content that you're not getting because you might not be able to afford it. You might not be able to purchase it. So on and so forth. Um, I'll play Marauder. I need to get better at that. Oh, everybody's playing Marauder. Never mind. The Phantom, why not? I hope it's top 100, not top 50. I also agree with that. Top 100. I mean, they seem like they're really intent on having 3-tiered leaderboards, unlike the first event, which was just the top 1,000. Um, I also hope that it's top 100 and not top 50, because top 50 was a joke, and top 10 was an even worse joke, honestly. That one really sucked. But I will not be surprised if it's score based again. I will be upset if it's Borderlands. Yes. I will be upset if they don't include gems because that's what they did the last event. They didn't even include gems. They replaced the gems with a booster. Not even a great booster. I think it was like a 3-day booster, either a 1 or a 3-day booster. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I totally prefer the booster for levels that mean nothing anymore to having actual premium currency. This is great. Just what I was looking for. Get back here! I had to make an entire account to get here. Well, you know what? I'm super happy that you came. I'm very glad that you dropped by to say hello. Are you new to Sentry, or are you just dropping by while streaming? Where'd he go? Kind of blasted him out of the way, didn't I? That was my fault. Not today. All right. I feel like LTS is more fun because it's smaller groups, in my opinion. You don't have, I mean, you still have obviously tilted matches where you can't do anything about your opponents. It does happen because the matchmaking is still pretty bad. But I do feel that that skill difference isn't as punishing as 6v6 is. God, stop it with the berserkers. Get back here! Thanks, game. That was totally who I was aiming for. Not the dude that was at half health. Come back here! What if it's the 8v4 where two teams focus on one? Well, that does happen. There's a few reasons why it happens, but it does happen. I've been on the receiving end and the giving end of that. But that's kind of how LTS goes, so you run that risk. It is 3 teams fighting each other. But, thankfully, it's rare, in my experience, unless you're like a well-known veteran, that 2 teams stack up on you. Not today! No, sir! Back here. Come here, Dan. Yay! I hit a wall. Haha! Sure, I don't see why not. Just be wary of whatever you click online. I am super pumped about the quail, guys. You guys have no idea. I will not shut up about it. If anybody gives me the chance to talk about these birdies, I will talk about them all day because I have been doing nothing but viewing content about them and reading up about them because this regardless of what I'm raising them for, right? They deserve a really good quality of life. And I am super excited and super pumped to just have them around. Yes, little burbs! They were so cute. They are continually so cute. And I'm gonna be getting a mix of colors and some large ones. And the kind of quail that I'm getting is called a Coturnix quail. And there's a variety that was domesticated, which is the one I'll be getting. But there's like a lot of different varieties under the Coturnix family. It's pretty cool. But I'm getting the incubator, I feel like this Thursday, and then after that, the next step is going to be getting the brooding box where all the chickies are going to be. And I already have a box picked out. I know where I'm going to get it and stuff like that. And then after that, I'll be getting their main coop, which will be outside. And so on and so forth. So it's like a little step-by-step process, but I have been so excited. I literally just cannot wait. The birds themselves grow really fast, and unfortunately they also live fast. They only last a couple of years, with varieties ranging from a 2-year lifespan to a year and I think 10 months, so not very long-lived birds, but they are so cute. I cannot wait to see them. Well, it's more like KFQ, Kentucky Fried Quail. Gonna be yummy. I'm excited. Speaking of, if you guys want to see some of the stuff that I'm gonna be getting for the quail, as well as some stuff on just like my general wish list, you can feel free to check out my throne page. I do have one now, and you can get a link to it by typing !throne in the chat. You can also keep up to date with updates on what projects I'm working on in my Discord. You can get a link to that by typing !Discord. For those of you on Steam, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Meepachan. And you can find a link to my Discord in my About Me page. So, lots of different ways to connect. What should I play next? Oh, here we go. I should practice my Marauder. But I feel like Storm Razor. Thank you for the follow! Da, 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 da. I play plenty of Phantom. Second to Wingard, Phantom is my most played class. Oh, hello, Grumpy Wolf. I didn't realize I fought you. I'm not really flying with a clan. I mean, I have a clan, but they're not in my team right now. If that makes sense. I'm more of like a guest. People just kind of drag me along into games, and I just play them. I see you lapping. I see many targets, and I'm getting super distracted, and it's no bueno for killing people. Why are you just going in circles? Alright. That's 3 points out of a potential 5 early on. There you are. Who just hit me with frost bolts? You sassafras? Come here. Oh, wee! I'll take that, thank you. Nice. Nice, double nice. Come here. You're raging. There's a lot of smoke up here. Hello, Soupy. No, I'd argue Stormrazor has the worst rage. If you think Phantom has the worst rage, you clearly have not experienced the Stormrazor in the full glory of the absolute nothing it can do. Sure, he can hit multiple people at once, but he hits them for like a pillow's worth of damage. Where the heck is everybody? Yeah, like, seriously. Phantom has invincibility for 10 seconds. I don't care what you friggin', do with it. If you can't use it, well, that sucks. But it's just like using a Marauder's Hunter's Mark. People know how to dodge, yeah, it's gonna be harder to use Phantom Rage effectively, but you still do more than their Hunter's Mark. A bazillion times more. And you have infinite fireballs. And again, you are invincible. I don't know where people are like, ah, no, it's the weakest rage. That it's not absolutely destroying everybody anymore, I don't think is a bad thing. You can actually do stuff about it. You just have to live. I'm tired of holding this stick. Here, you can have that. I didn't realize he was as far as he was. Such a wiggly boy! Oh, that's a wall. Yeah, and I don't mind that you have to dodge his rage. I do mind that it's the only remedy for it, though. Windguard berserks, you can just clear them out very quickly, because a lot of people, what people don't realize is that Windguard berserk doesn't heal the person that you're berserking, it just fully heals you. The person you're berserking can start regenerating health, but usually it's a bad idea to try and save somebody with it. Because once those shields break, they stop regenerating health, and then they're just easy pickings. Even with a full health, berserk, right? You break the shields, which I think are 4 shields currently, and then you can demolish the guy anyways. And since you're berserked, everybody's gonna want to pay attention to you. Because you are a problem. Berserk is a problem. It hits hard and it kills you in like 2 to 3 shots. It's really annoying. But Phantom Berserk, or Phantom Rage, I guess in this case, since the saving grace for it now is that it's shorter and that it doesn't have as fast a fireball spam as it did before. And I appreciate that, because it makes it more situational. You can use your rage to restore yourself, or you can use your rage to protect yourself, or you can use your rage to do any other assortment of things, but you can't use your rage for everything, right? So I can't use my rage, turn in my gold, for example, in Spoils of War, then turn around and start demolishing the enemy team anymore. Which, yes, you could do it before, because it lasted a full 20 seconds. And not only did it last 20 seconds, the rage stacked with Berserk, so it could spam even faster than a Berserk Wraith. Looks like everybody's done for now, so I'm gonna do a skirmish match. It could stack with a Berserk Wraith, spam even faster. The fireballs could 3-shot a Marauder. And with Shield Breaker passive, if you had a shield, 1 shot would just... gone. Your shield's gone. Doesn't matter what shield you have, it's just gone. It was the worst. It was absolutely awful. And then they took forever to nerf it. And then their nerf was essentially like, hey, we're redesigning it. And then it wasn't really a redesign. It was just, we're shortening the time and making the fireballs a little bit slower, just reducing the fireball damage a smidge. And that turned out better. Now I actually gotta think about when I use my Phantom Rage. I don't just spam it or farm it, which is what some people used to do, and then get free kills off of the entire team. And there was a genuine like argument of people were just like, well, just dodge it, just dodge it, just dodge it. If it's on your butt and spamming fireballs faster than a Berserk Wraith, there is nothing that will save you. Okay? You either start circling to try and live long enough for your teammates to maybe help you, or you start circling and get murdered by the other teammates following the Berserker. Just don't die. You know? I could tell you just don't die all day. And accomplish literally nothing, you know? Like when that's like looking at a newbie player, right? And they look at you and go, how do I do what you're doing? Like, how do I get high score like you? And you just go, LOL, just don't die. I have my issues with Gust, but they're not really the fault of Gust so much as the fault of the developers that thought it was okay for Gust to recharge off of NPCs. If it didn't do that, I actually wouldn't care as much about it, because it is a decent defensive move now for Marauder. Marauder's not getting cheesed everywhere by smoke and just better defensive moves by everyone else. But it's passive recharging off of NPCs and making it essentially invincible on Spoils of War. Not, actually invincible, you still have to occasionally route for shields and health. But the fact that I can ignore people and route and just keep shooting at whatever I want to collect gold is a little ridiculous. But beyond that, Gust is okay. I don't have an issue with it. I have an issue with the incredibly high time to kill making it a problem. Like, Rage for Marauders acts as a second health bar. I mean, it acts as a second health bar for everybody, don't get me wrong. But Rage for Marauders is just really infuriating because you can't really follow up on it. And just like you can't follow up on Phantom Rage because it's makes the person invincible. If they're a decent player, you're not going to waste all 10 seconds chasing them. Rage for Marauder is just, okay, now you have 200 or 150? It was either 150 or 250 health. And now I can't really touch you. So that's great. This is quality gameplay because I can't do anything anymore to you because I ran out of stuff. Like, I don't like... I'm glad that the game is team-based, but I don't like that as a result, the ability to fight somebody one-to-one suffers from it, right? Because I want to be able to take down somebody by myself, and I can, as long as, you know, as long as I can keep up with them for the eternity it takes for my flame breath to recharge, or a single fireball to recharge, assuming they just don't dodge me all the time. I'm not afraid of Marauder's Hunter's Mark because, yeah, it's kill pressure, but it's just a dodge bot. I'm afraid of Phantom Rage because it hits hard. And I'm afraid of Windguard Berserk Rage because it's a Berserk Wraith. Not for free, but you get it. Well, 1v1s, to be fair, are harder in this game because once somebody gets behind you, then you're dealing with chasing them. Or trying to get behind them instead. And while that can come down to who's the better flyer, since there's no distractions, that can also easily become, this is where you die constantly because there's nobody to help you. Skirmish isn't the most fun game mode because once you get to higher level gameplay, it really just becomes a game of airlift camping and smoke spam. Where you at? Now, Chaos Mode is technically 1v1, V1, 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 you know? It's 8 people all against each other. I enjoyed it a lot. The only issues with it, for me personally, is that they have health buffs everywhere, and their class balancing isn't great. But, that aside, I just enjoy having a solo mode that I can really go at and not necessarily worry about teammates or the lack of thereof causing problems. Not my buddies, how dare you! Oh, he dodged me. I'm out of steam. Indeed. Did it. Almost got him. Now the downside is, right, I could be a great Vanguard player, but that means nothing when your teammates are not up to par. So they've figured out more or less that my teammates are easier to hunt than I am. Over here. Ah! Hello. I'm gonna guess your name is O'Neill? That's the only way I can really read that. I remember you from the fights that I had. It was fun fighting you as well. Yeah, I receive that feedback semi-frequently. Oop, sorry about that. that. What, nice and even 4,000. That's a satisfying number. Well, you keep practicing and you'll get there. Oh, we're almost leveled up, I think. How much to go? 567 XP. Alright, we'll do a random quick play match. Now, Wingard does the least damage, but that doesn't mean she does no damage, you know? I saw somebody earlier complaining that Wingard is mainly a support, so there's no use in using her outside of those roles. There is absolutely every use to use her outside of those roles. Wingard is my most played class. So you can see here. 141 hours. Phantom is my second with 126. Stormrazor, since he's newer, I haven't had as much playtime with him. He's fun. If you want to try to get better at your wiggling or you want to challenge yourself to get better at it, I would recommend playing Stormrazor because he has no defensive moves. He has a defensive passive, but I think the passive is well timed and it's not very crutch-y. And you do still have to move quite a lot, even with that passive going on. For those of you unaware, his passive basically destroys a fireball every 15 to 20 seconds. And yeah, it's something you have to keep an eye on. I enjoy Stormrazor for the AoE more, because I am a spastic aggressive fighter. I am not good enough to use frostbolts in most situations. Blast Guard is fun. I call that aggressive wind guard because it's what I use when I want to deal a little bit more damage more actively. Or to control, I should say to control my damage output a little more. Oh, it's survival! It's survival now, guys! Hold up! I don't want to do quick play if I can do survival. I want to play some survival. Let's go! Give me that! Give me that cube! The dog's looking at me because I got all excited. Hi, Luna!
Yeah, it's survival. Good pupper.
Yeah, you're a good pupper. Come on, put me in. I want to play some survival. Come on. Come on. Let me play. Let me play. So, just really quick. You're wondering what the PlayStation Phantom looks like. I think I added it to my bestiary already. Oh no, I have not. Sad face. Which is weird, because I could have sworn that I have already seen it on Podium at least twice. But hey. Guess, that sucks. I have a lot of Phantoms. This is from the beta! I'm a beta tester. This is the Phantom I got. Whee! This one was from, PC release. Xbox PC. Pretty cool. Oh sorry, Xbox... Well, I think it was simultaneously the PC Microsoft Store version and the older generation Xbox, but I could be wrong. Either way, I got this guy from Microsoft. And then thank you for the follow. And then we got Hrafkin Spires. Oh. The game didn't like me talking about the skins. All right, the Blood Chase. I forgot that one existed as well. It's still so annoying to me that I won't be able to get Dokuni Lagoons. You can't make me feel better about that. I'm very sad. Sony, why you be like that? Sony, why you gotta break my heart? Ash Spawn, I see you! I see you! I gotta go murder. Not allowed to talk about skins, only allowed to pay. Well, you can't even pay for that one. That's the sad part. Though technically you can, because you need a PS Plus prescription. Not prescription, subscription for it. um, but I could, like, if it was just as simple as that for me, even, right? I would totally go get the dragon. But, unfortunately, I can't. And I don't want to have a second account on Century just to, just for that one dragon. Then I never get to use it. Ugh. My pupper's here. Hi, pupper. Boop. I booped your snoot. She's so cute. She's my best buddy. I wonder if there's a doctor out there that prescribed playing games on the PS4. I'm willing to bet no because of the stigma behind video games, but I would not be surprised if there was at least one out there that did say, okay, yeah, you should play video games. Now, they say video games improve hand-eye coordination, but there is no video game on this planet that can make me not crash into walls. I am just a horrifically bad Dragoneer, flyer, whatever you want to call it. Dragon pilot. Oh, we lost one. He did do the crash it. Let's go, let's play. Let's play, let's go. Ah, lightning! Ashbon, how could you? You die first. Come here. Come back here, Ashbon. What the? Ah! Stuck in a wall. Ha! I got you. That's 3. One more to go. Where are you at? Hey, that's 4. I'm down to 2, so this should be interesting. I don't know where my teammate is. Like, I have 0 idea where he's at. Oh, there he is! Oh, there we go, fan. We're out of rage. Let's go. Okay. I got shields. I'm still good. Stamina regen so slow. Got him.
Oh, you want some snuggles? Want some snugs?
That's my good pupper.
That's a good girl. Yeah. Lady tonight, huh?
Blast is just a shotgun. I kind of use it that way. One of my favorite things to do with Blast in survival is just if somebody's getting close to reviving somebody and you just need a little bit of extra time to murder them, just knock them down with Blast before they can get to the tower, and they usually end up slamming into the tower and using all their momentum in the process. But now that we have achieved level 209, I am going to call it quits for this evening. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my content, feel free to check out my YouTube for some of my past content, including a tips and tricks video on how to play all 4 of the classes of Century, Age of Ashes. I might be doing an updated video as well as more questions arise, or if you guys request it. But besides that, if you want to join the community, feel free to type in !Discord in the chat for a link. You can also join at discord.gg/Meepachan. We actually have our own link now, which is awesome. Thanks so much for the community for that. If you want to be a part of the membership club, that is on Ko-fi exclusively, and take part in naming the quails and checking out the quail cam when it comes out, feel free to support me at ko-fi.com/Meepachan. You can see the link on the screen. I highly recommend it, but it is not obligatory to enjoy any of my content. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you stay safe and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.